Hi. Um, so personally, I think that it's healthy to get a dose of what passes for intellect on Fox News. Keep myself outside my bubble. It's like pre-election, I was always checking the Fox News polls because I wanted to look at the worst possible outcome, so I wasn't disappointed. I can attest that that didn't work. And back to what I was talking about. And so I tuned in to the town hall being hosted by one Martha McCallum. Her first speaker via telecommunication from the wide world of the internet was Little Miller Boy, who basically berated and yelled at the viewers with words that were so condescendingly childish. Um, it's, he gives me, I think, I wouldn't say a toothache or a headache, but he gives me an ovary ache every time I listen to him speak. You all need to listen to me. Don't question me. The courts were wrong. We are right. Yes, thank you. I mean, this guy, I'm surprised his face doesn't turn red when he speaks because it doesn't seem like oxygen gets to his brain. Um, I don't know how anyone in this audience, in that audience, and they did pan around so you could see the audience, and I didn't think any of them were looking like they were too intrigued by what he was saying, and actually some of them looked like they had started thinking about the grocery list that they were trying to put together and things that they had to get done and whether they had something stuck under their nail. I couldn't do that because I was horrified and still am horrified. I mean, he needs to get off the playground and he needs to speak like a man. Um, Man up, little boy. I mean, you're just you're on the playground as a bully, bullying people as though you're just basically projecting your insecurities in lack of manhood, lack of intelligence, I would say lack of hair, um, onto other people. It's, you know, I triple dog dare you to say something ethical, you know, triple dog dare you. I mean, as much as he troubled me and still troubles me, um, I enjoyed the host and her willingness to get out there and really raise some good questions, which she did. Um, and all the guests who came and spoke with facts and integrity, to all the audience members who took a chance to put their disagreements out in the public amongst this less than sympathetic crowd. You all spoke beautifully. And I would also like to give a personal shout out to that Minx mama in the front row. When I turn 44, I want to be you. I want to look like you. I want to talk like you. Well, I don't know about the pearls, but I want to dress like you. Meow, mama, meow. And I mean, you go out there and you rock them with your put together sophistication and your intelligence and your beauty. And since I'm on the topic of Good Time Fox Fun, um, I thought, as personally, since I'm not hindered by any White House, rules, since I don't work in the administration, and because I am not because, I mean, I don't go shopping, but it's not because I'm not fashion blind and deaf. Like some people that we've seen in the political spectrum, it's because I don't have money. At least not since I bought my last pair of Mimu boots, which are fabulous. But I thought that I could take the time to mention the beautiful jewelry that my mother makes. One of a kind, never duplicated, never replicated. Each one is suited specifically for the individual's personality and needs. I'd also like to mention an amazing friend of mine, Lisa, who also designs jewelry. Anyone who ever comes across the island of Ko Chang. Go and check her out. Visit the shop. You know, she's got some quality pieces there. I think every woman would enjoy. And additionally, since the arts go far beyond just jewelry, I'd like to mention this piece of work by a very talented artist named Benjamin Spalding. Uh, I have other pieces of him. They're much larger. I can't take them off the wall. So this is just a reference to the work this amazing Maine artist does on a regular basis. So I recommend anyone who's interested in the arts to check him out. And since there's no ethical strings on me, I can actually say that stuff in public on TV. Oh, I can selfishly plug anyone I want. Yes. So, next, lastly, I'm going to geek out for the closing minutes because I love science. I'm not inclined in the sciences. In fact, I've always thought of myself as more of a Sheriff Joe Carter kind of personality. I like to hang out with the smart people, listen to them talk theoretical physics and thermodynamics and postulating figures. Oh, but just because I don't understand, how they get there and how it all works does not mean that I'm no less amazed by what it represents to the future of mankind. Like SpaceX having a functional reusable rocket, which is the Falcon 9, I think, and which means, and then okay, so I'll go back to that. Well, no, okay, so Falcon 9. So basically, instead of the $1 billion or billions of dollars that we put in to creating these rockets for a one-time use, and then the debris is just scattered into the infinite universe, in the galactic pull, it actually comes down now. I mean, in the efficiency of it, these are just the first steps to domestic residential kind of commercial travel. This is amazing. And if you want to talk about jobs opening up in the future, those jobs of Erie, Pennsylvania, or West Virginia coal mining job, you're going to be working on Mars, kids, one day. So anyway, and next, the MSF, which stands for Modular Supercomputing Facility, which can save city-size amounts of energy and water over the course of a year. Imagine how costs could drop an overhead if energy facilities, military bases, hospitals, manufacturing plants were all running on this system. Microgrids. I mean, next to every major power grid or periodic, there will be a microgrid, and spread at various distances, there will be these microgrids, which basically, in effect, it's actually set up to the fact that the main power grid doesn't even have to function anymore because these microgrids will provide the same amount of energy. So if any kind of attack or problem, God forbid, happened to that main power facility, it wouldn't disrupt anyone's business, anyone's health, especially because, when we're talking about this, hospitals, we're talking about airports, radar communication, military bases, nothing would be disrupted. I mean, this is just amazing. And last night, they discovered new planets that have liquid water, or could have liquid water. And people could be mining on those planets here pretty soon. I mean, it is 40 light years away, and the effects of zero gravity on bone density, I mean, we'd have to figure out a quicker way, which is the whole boson cloud and FTL, if we want to think about it, it's just amazing. It's amazing. I mean, this is that whole, you kids, you grow up, or people my age, Generation X, and I'm hoping the new millennials think the same way. It's this Star Wars kind of Firefly, Battlestar Galactica, Eureka, giddy tingle down your back and on my goose pimply arms. I mean, these, in the times, in the tumultuous times of right now, and how I mean, a lot of people, kids, especially of immigrant families, aren't sleeping at night. Parents are afraid for their children. LGBTQ parents are afraid for their children. The LGBTQ community are afraid of their rights and persecution, Jewish, Muslim. I mean, there's a lot of people in the United States that um, are dealing with some major anxiety and stress issues. And this science stuff just gives me that reprieve for like maybe 20 minutes out of every 5 hours of the day when I can think of, oh, but humankind is still, trying to strive to be better, and they're striving to advance and progress our society and to meet our full potential instead of limiting and inhibiting the potential of America and the Americans and the people in it. And so I wish there was like an official geeky sign off like thing that we would all understand. But instead, for those of you who know this, I'm going to leave you with this has all happened before and it would all happen again. So I triple dog dare you, Miller. I triple dog dare you to say something intellectual.